Welcome to my balcony gardening. This is my lemongrass. I have grown most of the edible plants in my balcony and few ornamental and few flowering plants. This is the first lemongrass I used for making concoctions, tea and various other cuisine. This is my palak. I have grown few cherry tomatoes also with it. As the root penetration requirements are different, I can easily grow 3 kind of vegetable in my big pot. This is basil, sweet basil. This I use for my pastas, curries and other recipes. This is a big pot. So few of the plants here have grown by pollination and they are not disturbing the growth of the main plant. So I had just let them grow. Yes, I have few grass weeds growing up which I had to clear. This is the money plant, this is basil, this is the tulsi grown up by pollination, and the main plant in this pot is the tulsi. It's the bunch number 1, just bloomed so beautifully. This is bunch number 2, and behind I have one more bunch coming up. It has few buds also. And this is the biggest bunch I got in the year, bunch number 3. This is my beautiful new jasmine plant. You can see it has started giving flowers. There are few buds around. And behind you can see my main tulsi plant which I use for puja. This is my money plant again coming up in the ornamental pot which I'm going to shift inside my hall, and it has few rain lilies. So according to the season I have brought it out so that it could get abundant sunlight and start giving flowers. I planted with the seeds I got from my previous harvest. The flowers which dried up gave me seeds for this. This is my new orange rose plant. This is my hibiscus. It's been with me since 1 year now and it's growing very healthily and it gives beautiful purplish hibiscus. This is my new beautiful white rose plant. It's a miniature rose. This is my yellow rose plant, and behind randomly I got some green chili plants coming up with the ornamental plant which I'm going to climb up in the balcony really. And this is my beautiful tube rose plant. You can see new leaves coming up. Hopefully I will get the flower soon. This is one of the oldest ornamental plant which I don't have to care much. It just with occasional watering it grows very beautiful. I usually put the rice lights on it and all decor for Diwali and stuff. This is my Neer Brahmi. It's growing so well. In 2 parts I put with bamboo also. This is my Mexican mint. This is the Malabar spinach. It's growing so healthy. I'm just trying to put it across the railing. This is my money plant. It's a DIY bucket by my daughter which I have just tied it up and just leaving it up so that it can beautifully climb up the railing of my ceiling here. These are the few tulsi and one of the flowering plant I got randomly while traveling. I just planted it. And this is my aloe vera. Due to pollination I have tulsis in almost every pot. These are the pudina and one flowering plant. This is in my male balcony. I also have this spider plant in the DIY bucket. As I told, my daughter keeps making these DIY buckets. So this is all in my main balcony. This is a palm plant on my daughter's study desk. It gives not only great decor, but also it's very healthy to keep a growing healthy plant nearby. It's very relaxing to see or have such a plant on your working desk. It's also a air purifier. So I have small little pots kept here. This is one of the budding money plant, a combination of white and green leaves, a Malabar spinach gifted by someone. It's almost growing, it's so tall. These are few spring onions I had planted. They have already sprouted up. As I told, tulsi in almost every pot I have. This is one ornamental plant gifted by my friend Sindhu. This is also spring onions, ready to go into my pot for any recipe. This is gifted to my son by one of the girl of my apartment during the World Environment Day celebration. It has very beautiful leaves, growing healthy. The leaves were having mealybugs, which I cleaned with neem oil, little added liquid dishwash, and a combination of that. Put into a spray bottle, spray it for some 3-4 days, and it's all gone and growing healthy. It requires some sunlight. We have to know the requirement of each plant with which it can grow healthy. This is a combination of random stuff my daughter has put, but they are all growing healthily. This is the biggest peace lily plant. As I told, from here I got the flowers and I had potted there. They are also coming up very healthily. This is maybe a tulsi plant and periwinkle, which is also coming up. This is one of my favorites in this window. This is called the pulav leaf plant. If you use these leaves in the seasoning, your basmati rice, you don't require basmati rice. Any rice you add will smell like basmati. The curry gravy smells so heavenly with these leaves added. Thanks to my husband's friend who has gifted me this pot. It's very beautiful. And this is again gifted to me by Sindhu. I started giving. Actually, it is supposed to go in a ceramic pot filled with water, but since I didn't have, just did a trial planting it in an old pot, but still it has come so well, and it has given me this white beautiful flower which I can't just keep looking at all the time. It's very beautiful. And this is my tulsi and some kalanko mixed flowers I have placed here in my old basil plant. The basil is growing so tall. I had to really make a lot of recipes with it. This is in one of my windows. This is the snake plant at my entrance. So I have just trimmed the parts which were getting dried, so that I have these new leaves coming up here. This is my little bamboo. It's also giving fresh leaves. This is my peace lily, which is very tiny. Just thought to place in front of the resin art made by my daughter. This is the kalanko. It is supposed to give orange flowers. I am waiting for them. This is my golden money plant. And this is my zizi. Requires very less maintenance. Once in a 10 days also I can water this. This is my beautiful miniature garden. Brought from Garden World. Very beautiful combination of plants. Very colorful and beautiful. One of my children's favorite. requires very less watering, low maintenance, adds beauty to your home. And this is a combination of money plants. I got it potted in a white pot like this. It's really beautiful and a very apt room decor. You can see this combination is so beautiful. This is a small windowsill, so I cannot place big heavy pots here. So very small pots. I have just planted to add greenery to my balcony. This is the golden money plant. This is the lucky jade. See, the new leaf has come up. I have also planted. These are the ferns. They have come up with a near branding. The purplish kalanko, waiting for it to bloom. This is my kitchen windowsill. I have this chili plant climbing up the railing. It's protected by itself, so I just let it grow. I have few more here, and lemon plant also growing in. Maybe I had to repot them. They all grew just by themselves, pollination. This is my pudina, waiting for it to grow well. If you add pudina in the pots near your kitchen windowsill, it will take away all the odors of the kitchen, keep the kitchen stuff smelling well. This is my brahmi, which I have just taken a leaf and potted it here. Hopefully it will grow full pot in a month's time. And this is my lucky jade. I have given many branches of this to others for repotting, so it's also quite healthy and growing well. This is my neer brahmi again, and this is one ornamental plant. I just added it here so that it adds some colors to my kitchen windowsill. Hoping I get more herbal plants here, like my rosemary, oregano, and all will come here soon. This is again a small windowsill, so I can't plant or put very big pots here, so very small. This was one of the old water bottle, so somebody gifted it to my daughter. We just heated up some knife, made holes at the bottom, and planted this money plant as a DIY. And look at my new money plant, it has already given new leaves, growing well. This is the fern along with the jade. Jade's root penetration depends on the pots you put. If you put in small pots, it will grow according to the pot. And this is the brahmi. It has various medicinal and other uses. It's one of the plants you must have in homes. And this is the kalanko along with the fern, which also grew by pollination. That's all in my home as of now. This is my orchid. It gave beautiful pinkish purple orchid flowers, which I can post on demand. They were there almost for 2 months with me on the same plant. Requires very less water and maintenance, but the amount of sunlight they get is most important here. This is one of my favorites, betel leaf. It's growing in the ceiling, and you can see the new leaves coming up here. This is some more betel I have potted in a beautiful ceramic pot. This is my rosemary. This is my leaf plant. This is Brahma Kamala along with my tulsi plant in this pot. Again a rosemary coming up as well.